You can't put out anything that chat says by itself. I have to verify what chat says is true, because sometimes chat messes with me and I call them out. I'm like, chat, you messed with me. And it's like, I got this from the internet and I thought it would go with. I'm like, nah, don't do that.
Yeah. Well, and we can talk about too about training AIs on your own data. So with the introduction, ChatGPT introduced the custom GPTs, and Perplexity has something similar, and Claude now has projects. You have Notebook LM that you can hone in on a specific topic and upload documents. And Notebook LM, for instance, is a great example. That's a Google product, and I didn't mention it earlier, but it will only draw from your specific documents that you uploaded. So it's your own little database right there that only draws from the documents you uploaded to it. It doesn't go out to the web. So you are then taking good solid information, because a general query on the web with an AI is going to pick up whatever, it's going to blend it all together. Even, this fact opposes this fact, and it tries to blend it all together for you. And that's really, the large language model. It sounds great in theory because you're digesting all this information, but where you have conflicting information is the problem. If you have some specific things like we do in the water industry, if you have specific tasks, you have equipment manuals, you have processes, best management practices, SOPs, standard operating procedures, for instance, you load those into your database, and now you can query that specifically, and you're not going out to the web, you're querying your own database and your own information. It's going to give you the answers a lot quicker than trying to page through a manual and remembering where you put that 3-ring binder, with this particular bit of information. Now it's all in the system. You're drawing from that database alone. And that then is the knowledge base that stays with the company or the business or the utility, in my case. And you don't have to worry then about people aging out and the person that's the keeper of the knowledge is now 70 and getting ready to retire, and you're wondering what the heck are we going to do, because he's got all the information up here in his head. Now that's out on paper and it's in a AI database that is specific to that utility. You're retaining that knowledge and information. We can go so much farther. I work with a guy that does videos of equipment, how equipment operates. Every piece of equipment has a QR code on it. You can go up with your cell phone, you can scan that QR code, it'll bring up a video of how to operate that equipment. So you can tie those back into your AI database too. And now you have something that's really specific. You got operating videos on how to run the equipment. Your knowledge base that is retained. You can bring in somebody new. They can get up to speed, 2-3 times as fast as they would have otherwise. So that's kind of a unique way it gets used, but it there's a lot of promise in that area.